health insurance. Since owners frequently see their pets as part of the family, it makes sense that they would want to keep them happy and healthy. However, veterinary costs may pile up rapidly, particularly in situations when illnesses or injuries come on suddenly. This is where pet health insurance comes into play, giving pet owners peace of mind by defraying the expense of medical care. In this post, we'll go through the quotes for pet health insurance. Factors to consider about quotes for pet health insurance, because quotes for pet health insurance are not as standardized as human health plans. It's important to understand all coverages and exclusions, not just shop by price. When comparing pet insurance rates, try to compare coverage as closely as possible. This can be complicated because you may not have the same coverage options for all the plans you want to compare. Here are a few issues to be on the lookout for. Deductions. Be careful with the difference between annual and contingent deductions. Once you've paid the annual deductible amount for veterinary expenses under the annual deductible plan, the insurance company begins to reimburse you for those costs. A pre-event deductible places an additional financial burden on you as you pay a new deductible for each claim made under your pet insurance. This is why, according to the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, annual deductible policies typically cost between 4% and 6% more than incident-based plans. The typical annual deduction ranges from $50 to $250, although choosing a larger amount can save you money. Reimbursement rate. The portion of medical expenses that the pet insurance provider will cover after the deductible is reached is known as the reimbursement percentage. The larger your share of medical expenses is your responsibility, the smaller your reimbursement rate will be. The usual options are 70%, 80%, or 90% refund. Figo offers a 100% refund option. See rankings of the top pet insurance plans from Forbes Advisor. The amount of out-of-pocket care you can afford will determine the reimbursement percentage you choose. If you have more money set aside for treatment, you may want to lower your reimbursement rate from 90% to 70% or 50%, which will lower your monthly premium, Sirota advises. The bill might reach $2,000 or $3,000 if your Labrador Retriever gets bitten by a rattlesnake in the desert. Let's say your insurance covers 90% of your medical expenses. Dr. Randy Aronson, the veterinary expert at BetterPet, warns if so, you could end up paying an extra $300 off your deductible. Premium. You must pay an annual or periodic amount called a premium to maintain coverage. A lower pet insurance quote may seem tempting, but it often indicates that your policy won't cover as much. That you've chosen a large deductible and/or reimbursement rate, co-insurance, your risk is low. Coverage. While some insurers have an annual coverage limit, like $5,000, while others offer unlimited coverage each year. Most programs give you an option. For instance, the annual maximum options from Embrace Pet Insurance are $5,000, $8,000, $10,000, $15,000, and $30,000. Interval. There is a waiting period before coverage takes effect on all pet insurance products. Especially if there are longer waiting times for specific ailments like cruciate ligament problems, compare variations between plans. Claims process. The last thing you want to deal with after a disaster is a lengthy claims process. For example, Nationwide gives its pet owners the option to file a claim right on their mobile device by taking a picture of the receipt and answering a few questions. Then your claim will usually be paid electronically 7 days later. Animal Helpline. Pet insurance providers like Pets Best offer a 24-hour veterinary helpline. You can reduce the stress of your pet being sick at night with your veterinarian's advice at any time of day. Routine addition to wellness plans. When you compare pet insurance rates from insurance companies like Prudent Pet, Trusted Pals, and others, routine care insurance is an option. Additional. Whole Pet with Wellness from Nationwide covers basic medical expenses. Routine care costs that can keep your pet healthy throughout the year will be covered under healthcare insurance. Search costs. Look for businesses that will pay the cost of checking in sick or injured visitors. Some pet insurance providers may not pay for visits to the veterinarian's office. The insurance companies that pay for the vet visit are Embrace, Spot, and Trusted Pals. Discounts. If you're insuring multiple pets, check out providers like ASPCA, Prudent Pet, and Spot that offer multi-pet discounts in their pet insurance estimates.